That's my break ball. That's practice.
All right, we're live. So we're live from Amsterdam Billiards Club. Uh, this is a match in the gold division. We're in the regular season, and the match is between Delsim, nicknamed the Highlander, versus Lou Soriano. It's going to be a handicap match. Del is going to go to 150, and Lou is going to go to 100. I think we're ready to start, so I'm going to tell the player. The players are shaking hands, ready for the lag. Lou Soriano is on the right side of your screen, and I think he won the lag. So Del is going to break. So now the players are going to discuss if it's going to be rack your own or rack for the opponent. And I think they're going to do rack for the opponent. So quick recap about the break in straight pool. You have to send two object balls and the cue ball to the rail after the contact. If you fail to do so, it's a break and fall minus 2 points, and the opponent has the choice to rack again or accept the position. It's a pretty good break by Del. I don't think he left anything easy. Lou can go for the 9 ball that you see here, but it's risky, and if he misses, he leaves an open table, so he should think twice about it. Looks like he's going for it, and he missed. Yeah, Lou started by giving Del an open table, and if there's one thing you wanted to avoid, it's this. So let's see how if Del is gonna try to practice the surgery or moves a few balls. He's gonna have to move something at some point, that's for sure. maybe the 14 here in the corner and push a few ball here. That's one thing that I see. And I had the angle on the wrong side. He kind of messed up there a little. He has only one shot up the table. He's checking if this 13 ball goes here. Looks like it goes. So there aren't any major problems left. However, there's a lot of obstruction. I mean, it's far from sure he's gonna get the break shot here. He doesn't have anything, so he called the combo here. He called the 8 ball. This ball here. And that's a miss. So Dell is going to start with a run of 9. Yeah, he kind of made things much more easier now. Much easier. I think Lou should do those 2 balls down the table and then use this as a key ball. Unfortunately, overstroked that a little, and now he has no easy way of getting on the break shot. A long putt for Dell, and he's gonna miss it by a lot. I think Lou should try to pocket the 3 ball here, because let's face it, there's no good way to play safe on that 12 ball here. So. Yep, and that's actually is a break shot. Well done. All right, the score 9-5 for Dell. Lou is at the table. It's unfortunate, but for this break shot, since he's so close to the rail, he's gonna have to play a follow. So he did hit the rack. He did hit the triangle good, but got a little unlucky. He might have this 11 ball in the side, but so Lou was unable to judge the cut, and Dell is back at the table. His best occasion to break is probably this 5 ball here. Can also use the 2, but let's see how he gets on this. Okay, right here, right now. Not sure if she's the one. Yeah, he does. Okay, he's good. So we decided to clean all the balls at the bottom of the table. This is something I avoid doing. It's nice to have those balls to come back sometimes when you're not sure you can get the position. So now he has the 3 ball up the table here. It's kind of unfortunate. So he might as well use it for the key ball, I would have said, but he decided to take it now, and I would say it's a little bit of trouble here. Because the cue ball is not doing in a good direction at all. Cue ball is going like something like this. Gonna have to go 3 rail maybe. Oh, did the bank. Now he has to find a way to come back for the 13. He forced it a little too much. So now Adele is on the fall, and Lou doesn't really have a shot. So I think he should just give back. I think one thing he could do is go up and down the table like this, and just leave the cue ball around here, and give the problem to Dell. There you go. Again, Lou doesn't really have a shot, so. Whoa. I think he even got away with the break shot. That's pretty impressive. Okay, the score 20-6 for Dell. But again, Lou is at the table, so. And yes, he does have a break shot. Okay, so he managed to hit the triangle. Got a little unlucky, or maybe not that much. Nothing was guaranteed with a 10 goal like this. And I don't think he has anything here. I think it's safe to go up the table here, in the middle. If you can place the cue ball here, I think that's going to be fine. Yeah. Okay, Dell spotted the 8 ball here, is going for it. That's a miss. So now here's a real chance for Lou. If he can find a first ball, he can sneak the 7, so it's fine. Decided to take this 8 ball now, which is a good thing. It's a lone ball up the table. It cannot help him, so why not do it now? So he's gonna take the ball that's blocking the pocket now. I think it's the right choice. Unfortunately, he hit the 11 ball. I don't think this is what he wanted to do. Okay, so Lou got out of trouble by doing this tough putt up the table. I think he just realized how much work he has left. There's a lot of obstruction like around here, so. Okay, he's aiming for the 9, I see it. He's looking at this 9 ball here. If he manages to do the putt, he should open those 4 balls. Still going to have a problem with this here. No, he's doing the combo actually. Yeah, well done. That was much better than taking the 9 ball and sending those 3 balls at different spots. He could have created another problem. That was much safer. I think now he could take the 5 and then take the 10 in the side pocket. and he decided not to do so for maybe because the 5 is a break ball. He wanted to keep it. This is not a bad reason. Yeah, I think he's waiting a little too long to work on this cluster of 3 ball. And I mean, this 6 ball is also a break ball, so I think he should have fixed this problem 2 balls ago. That's just my opinion. What he did might as well be the right way to do. So you see he's gonna take the 10 ball now. He's not too sure where the other 2 balls are going. Actually missed the 10. Ouch. Okay, so that was a very good occasion missed by Lou to put some points on the board. Okay, Lou is right back on the table. I think Dell is a little. I don't think he's properly warmed up. I mean, he had a couple of misses already that are uncharacteristic of a player his level. And Lou has an easy way to a break shot here. Let's look at the misses. Wow, Dell has 5 misses already. That's a lot. Well done. Very good angle. So let's look at the stats. Yes, 5 misses for Dell, 4 misses for Lou. That's what I would call a slow start. Offensive play index in the 500s. That's below what is expected for both Dell and Lou. Okay, let's see what comes next. So now Lou did manage a break shot, but looks like he didn't apply the correct spin of the cue ball, and he ended up the table. This is one way you can mess up your break shot. All right, he has the 2 ball. I think the 1 ball is going in the side. I think that would be a better shot than what he's about to do. I mean, it's going to be very uncomfortable here. He doesn't know where the cue ball is going, so I would take the 1 here instead. I think even maybe the 6 is going in the corner. So these are slightly more difficult pots, but he's guaranteed a shot after. Like with what he's doing right now, I mean, he's not guaranteed to get a shot after. Okay. Turned out well. And with this, Lou is going to take the lead. Scores 24-20. Just as a reminder, Lou is going to 100 and Dell is going to 150. So if Lou takes the lead, he's going to be a big favorite. So Lou did manage to move a few balls, and now every ball every ball has a pocket. But the balls are far from the pocket, and you almost scratch here. Wow. Yeah, his run is probably gonna hand here. I mean, it's hard to imagine. It's hard to imagine Lou. Yeah, now he's gonna go for the 9 ball, but yeah, and he pretty much safety dealt. That's a nasty one. I could see that Dell was impatient at coming back at the table, and he comes back with this. I don't think he can do any of those 2 balls. He has the 4, but it's a very thin cut. And I was wrong again. The 15 was going. So now you can see Dell doesn't have a good break ball. The 3 can be used as a break ball, but the setup is going to be very difficult. It's probably better to try to do a side pocket break shot with one of those 2 balls. You could break with the 1, sending it in this pocket and sending the cue ball in a triangle, or the 15 here, and I think he could like just touch the top ball. Yeah, I think this is what he's doing. Not sure though. I think he's gonna have to go 1 rail. Okay, score 28-26 for Lou. Lou is not only ahead in the absolute score, but also in the real game, because he's only going to 100. And we're already ready to go. Wow, he went 2 rails, and he got it. That is very impressive, my friends. And he spots a ball in the middle of the cluster, makes it move a few more balls, and looks like he's home free. I mean, he has enough free ball to be sure to have something to re-break now. That's why a good advice is even if it looks like you're not going to get a good break ball, try something anyway, right? The worst that can happen is maybe you have to play safe, but I put the wrong flag for Dell. He's from Scotland. There you go. Sorry about that, Dell. Yeah, I think Dell has created a problem for himself. It's kind of unfortunate at this latest late stage of the rack. He seems to be indicating that 13 is going anyway. Yep. Okay. But you see now, because he created this problem for himself, he got out of position and now he has to go like around the table. Ouch. So if you see like the full story, he pushed the ball in a way that he didn't want it to. That caused him to lose some time to get some some special position. And then after that, he was out of position for the next ball and ended up scratching. Straight pool is not an easy game, contrary to what a lot of people are saying. Alright, so Lou made the difficult putt. He controlled the cue ball the best he could, but he's left with something fairly difficult. I mean, this ball is missable, and even if he makes it, it's going to be difficult to get set up on the three. The ball here, which is a break shot. So he's just not even going to try it. Instead, he's going to try to break with the 11. You can see on the board here, Dell is on one foul. It's indicated by this number here. And he managed to swing the cue ball around the table and get kind of a break shot. He has some angle, but really has to hit the corner ball perfect to get enough spread and get the cue ball to escape. So like I said, I mean, because he didn't have much angle, it was difficult to generate enough power was difficult to generate enough power to both get some spread and free the cue ball. So he opted to play safe. I think it worked out. I don't see anything easy for Lou, but he has an easy response for this, an easy save. Again, Dell has an easy answer, but he messed it up. He touched the 9 ball. This is not what he wanted. And he left something fairly open for Dell. I mean for Lou. It's a long putt, but I think he's a favorite to make it. And I was wrong. And despite this big mistake of Dell, he gets to come at the table with a very good chance of running the 14 balls. And he has 2 balls to break the cluster. This one here and this one here. And again, I spoke too fast. Dell missed his next shot. I don't think it's my fault. I don't believe in jinxing. Okay, one option that Lou has is to create some damage to a cluster by taking this 13 ball now here. But right now he's looking at something else. Maybe he prefer to break with the 9 here. No, he's gonna go for the 13. Should play with a lot of follow here. Ouch. And that's a lot of misses, my friends. How many misses do we have now? 8 for Lou, 7 for Dell. Okay, so Dell wanted to solve the problem here. Decided to solve the problem now. Didn't think about what the safety ball was. Or maybe he did think about it, but he just thought the cue ball would escape further. But anyway, he managed to do the ball in the corner, and he has a good break ball, he has a decent key ball, so let's see if he can get the break shot. Yeah, the 3 ball is the key ball at this point. Looks good, I would say. Yep. Okay, looks like Dell got rid of the early nerves. But still, it's a very slow match start. 8 misses for Lou, 7 for Dell. Offensive play index 690. That's a low for somebody the level of Dell. And he almost scratched. He apologized to his opponent, which I don't think he should. I mean, it's unlucky to scratch. It's not lucky not to scratch. If you notice, Dell played his last shot pretty fast. I mean, even though he's in a very delicate situation, he's still in a delicate situation. You should really think about this twice. Yeah, it's difficult. He's gonna have to move out of the way quickly. Okay, he's changing his mind. No, he touched something. Guys, it's not all ball foul.
You hit the cue ball.
Oh, you the cue ball.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
okay. Okay, so here we don't play all ball foul, but he did touch the cue ball, so that's an automatic foul. And now it's interesting because Lou is going to inherit the exact same situation as Dell. Let's see what he does. Does he take the one ball or he takes the two ball? You need the bridge to do this one. I think it's clear you want to do the 10 here. It's true that the cue ball will escape by the window, but you overcut it. And now Dell is back at the table for good. For good, I mean, he's back with an open table. He's probably gonna try to preserve the 7 ball as the break ball. I think the 13 is inside the triangle. I'm not sure. If this is what you want to do, keep the 7 as a break ball. He has those cluster of 3 balls here he has to work on. They don't go many places. So he has an occasion here. He could send the cue ball on. Yep, that's what he did. Unfortunately, he just recreated a similar problem elsewhere. And now, well, all the balls have a pocket at least now, so you could go 9, 8, and okay, that's one way to do it. Good. Probably 8, 5, and then this one here. Smooth operator, my friends. And the 12 ball. Oh no, it got moved. I was going to say it was out of the triangle, but it got moved. Okay, nice rack by Dell. Definitely got rid of the early nerves. And he's taking the lead, 64 to 30. Offensive play index 709. It's more like it. We don't have an iron yet. Iron is 18 by Dell. And let's go back. So Dell put a lot of backspin on the shot. I don't know why. It would have been better to hit harder and not lose that much energy on spinning the cue ball. I'm gonna try to break the cluster now. Bad things could happen. Like this, exactly what I do. Yeah. And I don't believe in jinxing, so don't tell me it's my fault, okay? Now what? Just one ball. Okay, so Lou is looking if he can use the 10 to do some damage to the cluster. He's already worried about how he's gonna spread this, and he should, because there's no open ball near the cluster. Well done. He was kind of unlucky with the leave. I mean, he created a problem on the other side of the table, and he doesn't have an easy ball, so. Yeah, Lou kind of got unlucky here. Okay, he managed to save his inning with this combo shot. He has to find a solution for this problem sooner than later. I don't think he can do it now. And he lost his focus for a moment, and Dell is going to be back. So from where I stand, I couldn't see that the 13 was actually going, so it was not a problem at all. I think this 2 ball is too low to be a break shot, so I think they should start planning for a side pocket break shot with the 5 or the 7. We should start planning that already. The other option is to use a 1-rail break shot, but these are usually pretty weak. I mean, it's so where you could use the 5 as a key ball. Try to leave the cue ball somewhere here and break like this. not what he's going to do though. He's gonna have to use the 8 at this point. It's really not ideal. Alright, that's another miss. Another miss for Dell, but it's not too important at this point. I mean, that was. It's not like he missed on the lot. I mean, this break shot was very difficult. It's like they don't care about making this last shot. All right, Dell has a strong lead now, 73 to 34. Let's see if this break shot was possible after all. It was. Yes. He hit it pretty well. I mean, he hit the last ball, so the cue ball was able to escape at the bottom. If he hits anywhere in the middle of the triangle, the cue ball probably just stops there, and he's just safety itself. I don't know if he did it on purpose, like he was aiming at the last ball on purpose, but this was a very good result. So here probably take the 9 drift around here and use the 2 ball to do some damage to the cluster. No. Well, maybe this is what he was trying, but he overshot it a little. And now he doesn't have much time left to spread this. I think Lou was a little lazy. I mean, he did a couple of balls without. It looked like he was not too concerned about re-breaking. I mean, if the 6 doesn't go in the side pocket, he has to take this 13 ball here in the top corner. Okay, so the 6 was going. And now I don't see anything else than the 13. He's in a bit of trouble here. He's running out of time. He's gonna sneak the 7 in between. Wow, okay. Yeah, he made things hard of himself on himself by not attacking the cluster earlier. Now he's in survival mode. So now the only ball is this two ball. The cue ball is probably going up the table like this. Okay, he managed to control it, not bad. Things look a little better now. However, he has to do those last four balls in the same pocket. Chances that he's gonna run into a problem. He's gonna miss one of his position, and his run is gonna end. I would say he's not the favorite to get the break shot. Okay, very delicate situation. Gonna take the 13 and draw. Yeah, he's trying to draw and stay for the four ball, but looks like the other's gonna get to do this next break shot. Yeah, he left it pretty easy for Dell. Dell left himself a very little angle here. It's going to be difficult to get a good spread and get the cue ball to escape. Elected to smash it. Did two balls on the break. Couldn't see the 14, but he tried to spin it one rail. He failed, but he left it difficult for Lou. Nice shot. Okay, looks like Lou thinks that this ball here, the one ball, is perfectly carom on this 5 ball here to send the one ball in the corner. This is what he was looking at least. Lou elected to play safe. I wanted to leave the cue ball around here, behind the stack. That failed. Okay, Lou managed to spread the cluster, but I think he got unlucky again on this, unless he has the 7 here. It's not easy for me to say if it's going, but if it's not going, I don't see anything easy. Oh, the 1 is going. Okay, with this, Lou should really take his time here because I don't see a good break ball. I mean, still have to fix this problem. Done. And he, he recreated the same problem elsewhere. I mean, it's not that bad because he has the 6 here to take one of those 2 balls. So he should be fine. But at this point, he should come with an exact plan for those last 7 balls. So he lost the cue ball a little bit on the shot before, and that caused him to have a difficult shot. He missed. And that was another very good occasion by Lou to put some more beads on his side. Skip. That's not a miss, that was a skip. Clearly it. I'm sure you heard the sound even on the stream, and that was the sound of a skid. I'm a little scared to look at how many misses they were. Ouch. Okay, so Lou has inherited a very good occasion to get a good break shot. I think he lost the cue ball again. I mean, I don't think he wanted to be that high. He has a long shot now. Just take your time, Lou. It's very important. Yes. Okay, he should be able to do what? I mean, he has a bad angle to get this break shot if he does it in the corner. So I think he has to go one rail. I don't see anything else. I mean, he decided not to go one rail, but now he has a very tiny angle. I mean, he's gonna have to. Yeah, I think he should have been better to go one rail and back to get a better angle. Okay, Dell is still ahead, but Lou is not far behind. He's at the table. Yes, well done by Lou. Very well. Nicely done. knew he was going to hit the last ball, so he decided to do a control break, and he got rewarded big time. I think Lou managed to solve all his problems in one shot. He deserved it. I think he has been a little unlucky since the beginning. It's very unfortunate. Lou had an open table. Other than a little bit of obstruction down the table here, everything was open. I mean, so let's see how Dell is gonna miss. Is gonna deal with this little bit of mess down the table. There's some obstruction here. Going for the 8 ball or the combo. Decided to go for the combo. He created a very nice break ball for himself, much better than the 10 here. Well done. He needed to preserve his break ball and get a good position on the key ball, and he managed to do so. Very nice. And he gets the perfect break shot. All right. So remember, I told you Doug got a skid earlier. That's why he's cleaning the cue ball here. He's playing bottom left. And yeah, he has the 7, he's good. And he should just re-break now with the 4. There's no reason to wait. Ah. Okay, the 10 was even better. Yeah, Looks like Dell is still struggling with his stroke or something bothers him. Uh, I promise you this is not his typical game. He's a 100-ball runner, and I remember seeing him in the World Straight Pool Championship 2 years ago. He beat Mikael Manen in the round robins. Finished first of his group, and I think he finished fifth overall. So he can play much better than that. I promise you that much. So looks an easy finish, but there's a very nasty obstruction here. Those 4 balls must be done in a precise order if you don't want to have to run into them. This is if you take for granted that he's keeping this 14 ball for the break ball. Take the 1 now. It's gonna send the 3 ball spinning, and he created a problem. So I'm pretty sure that those 2 balls cannot go in the corner. So all those people who say that straight pool is easy, yeah, all those people that say that straight pool is easy, we just had an example of how every shot is crucial at the end of the rack when there's only a few balls. There are no do-overs. I mean, if you mess up most of the time, if you mess up only slightly, most of the time you just miss the occasion of getting your break shot and continue. Of course, at the beginning, when the table is open and everything, you can just putt balls. It's very easy, but anybody that thinks that straight pool is easy, they should try it before. See if you can run a couple of racks. Looks like Lou's in good shape to get the break shot. I think he has enough angle. But he clearly didn't hit that right. I mean, he should have planned to be somewhere in the middle of the table. He needed much more draw on this shot and less speed. I think that was a mistake by Lou. I think he hit the center ball. I definitely needed to put some draw on it to draw back and escape. This was a very likely result. I think he's good though. I think he has the 3 ball in the side pocket, if I'm not mistaken. Yep. I'm not sure the 6 goes in this pocket. That would be nice to re-break. He overdid it a little. Now he has a reverse cut on the 6 ball. I think he wants to take it now. That's his only shot anyway. Those 2 balls don't go in the corner. I don't think you can see that 12 ball here. So yeah, he's taking the reverse cut on the 6 ball here. Okay, made it. Struggle is not over though. I think he wants the 1 in this pocket. There's a very tight window. Maybe he only has a partial pocket, but I think it goes. Other than that, I don't see anything. And even the 1 ball, I'm not sure. Oh, it's 14 ball. 14 in the corner. I didn't see that. And now he's gonna have to take this combo here. Sends the cue ball around. He gets the 11, the 15. I think he has a little bit of angle on the 15 that he could draw and re-break this. If it's the case, I think he should take the 15 now. He shouldn't wait. Yeah, I can break with the 10 ball. Okay, finally, Lou is finally out of the woods. I mean, I have the feeling since the very beginning of this rack he was struggling, trying to stay alive, but yeah, now he's in control. One problem he has though is that he doesn't have a good break ball. This is inside the triangle. Pardon me, yes, the 13. Yeah. I thought it was a little too high, but it's fine actually, so he's good. Probably his best shot is 7. I think he has an angle like to go down here, so 7, 1, and then this one. I'm not sure if I like this. Okay, nice recovery. Let's see if he goes 2 rails or 1 rail. I think he's going 2 rails. He missed the position, he missed the ball. Okay. So Lou pretty much caught up with Dell. Really nice run by Lou. Okay, the players are going to take a break. We'll be able to look at the stats in more detail and confirm the score.
Can you tell me the score, Lou? When you have a second, can you tell me the score?
For me. And Dell is 91.
91.
Yeah. 86, 91. What do you have?
I have 93, 84. It happens.
Yeah.
I'm gonna adjust my score.
Yeah, there were a couple of scratches early on.
I think I put them, but that's fine. So you said 91, 86?
91, 86 is what's over there. Yeah.
Okay, so
Okay, looks like 2 balls went from the wrong player. I don't know if it's me or them, but I'm gonna adjust my score. The official score is whatever the beat said. So the score is currently 91 to 86 for Dell. That means that Lou is actually ahead because Lou is only going to 100 and Dell, he only needs 14. Dell needs 59. So yeah, so Dell really needs to stay at the table from now on. One mistake could be over. Dell is shooting very fast at 11 seconds per shot. Lou is 20 seconds per shot. That's close to the average.
91.86.
yeah, I checked with Lou already, but mine I had 2 more balls for you and 2 less for. So, but I adjusted my score to fit yours.
A couple of fouls in there.
Yeah, but 2 balls went the wrong way because it was -2 +2. I think one time on the break you did 2 balls, you didn't see it maybe. I think so, something like that. What?
Okay, we're back. And if you see the way that Dell hit this break shot with a tiny angle, that's more like it. You need to hit very hard and put a lot of draw so that the cue balls escape. And of course, not everybody weights as much as Mr. Delsim here, so maybe it's difficult for you to hit the ball that hard, but at least put a lot of draw so that the cue ball escapes when you have a 10 angle. So average shot time for Dell 11 seconds. That is very fast. The only other player I saw shooting as fast is Sean Morgan. Actually, Sean Morgan was more at 12, 13. So Dell shoots even faster than Sean. I think Dell understands that he doesn't have many lives left. I mean, ouch. And Mr. Dell is not happy. Lou has an easy 4 ball. Getting the break shot, it's not that easy because he has to go up the table. And something tells me he's going up the table now. He has the angle for it. Has to come back down for the 2 ball here. He calculated the speed very well. That was not. And I don't think he has the correct angle. I think he has almost no angle. That's very unfortunate because he could have finished the match here. But now looks like we're gonna go to a safety battle. I don't think he has any angle. Yeah. So he called it safe. So that is coming back at the table with a full stack. What he's doing here? Oh, very risky, very risky. I think he should have gone. I think with the angle he had on the triangle, he should have gone behind the triangle, take a fall if he has to. But he just ran the risk of giving control to Lou. And Lou's gonna try to break. Ow! Unlucky again. He could have hit that a little harder though. tried to play safe and he sold out. I think the 4-ball goes here. I'm fairly certain the 4-ball. After that, Dell has to find a way to break. It's gonna go one rail with the 6 like this. I think the correct way to hit this if it's a backspin. Yep. He hit the ball correctly. He put the right spin. It's a little unlucky that the cue ball would die there. Yeah, the cue ball ended up exactly in between the 2 balls that were on the corner. That's why it stayed there. Really? So Dell just informed me that his tip came off, and now he's playing with the backup cue. He didn't tell me how long he's been playing with his backup cue, but well, maybe it's only a backup shaft, but he doesn't look too happy right now. So Lou is back at the table. He's 8. There's only 3 balls open, so he's gonna have to run into something if you want to finish the match on this ending. Has to land on the 1 ball to re-break, and I think he did. Yes, he has the correct angle. Should be careful. I think there's a window here. Not to send the 1 ball exactly in the window, and he missed the 1. He could have ended up here. He could have ended up the match here. He could have ended the match here, should I say. Nice pattern play by Dell, but unfortunately he got a bad roll here. He still can get the break shot, but he's gonna have to play jack up and put some kind of side spin. Tried to leave the cue ball inside the triangle, failed to do so, and now he doesn't have a break. So we're having a nice safety battle here. I think Dale is gonna have to win this one if he wants to keep his chances of winning alive. Alive. I made another mistake last rack. I gave one ball to the wrong person. I just adjusted that. Wow. Lou decided to go for the stuff shot up the rail. He made it. He only needs 4. There are 3 balls extracted from the cluster. And I think that the 7th ball is dead in the corner, if I'm not mistaken. It's not easy to judge from where I am, but I think it's wired. I think he just saw it. He's going for it now. At this angle, there's going to be a little throw, so you should be careful with that. Yeah, I think this is why he missed, because of the throw. You have to take that into consideration. So here there's some amount of traffic, but the balls are open. In normal circumstances, Dell would have zero problem running this and getting the break shot. But he's having a bad night, so nothing is sure. He has 1 or 2 very good break ball here. He has the short choice of key ball. Alright. Does the cue ball a little bit. He was forced to run into his 2 break balls. But he managed it pretty well, and I think his chances are intact at this point. Should probably keep the 6 ball as a break ball here. That's what makes more sense to me. Okay, that's a good angle to come back. Yes, well done. So again, all the balls are open. So a bit of traffic here. Shouldn't wait too long before attacking this. The more he waits, the more it's going to be dangerous. That should be his main concern at this point. Wow. Perfect break shot in a record time. Actually, average shot time is down to 10 seconds. Now the ball he needs to win are on the table. Okay, he's gonna break the cluster now. No, he decided to wait. I thought that was a very good opportunity to spread this, but you only need 7 now. You need 6. Wow, what a show. Current run 35, very impressive. So Dell kept the best for the last, I mean. I don't see him missing now. Wow, what a comeback by Dell. We all thought it was over, right? He only needs 1. This is what my score is saying. Yes, that's it. Dell wins out of nowhere. So Dell finished on with a run of 40. We all thought it was over.
Wow, what a run.
Yeah, he ran 40 at the end. Lou was 4 away, and yeah. I'm talking with League Director Sean Morgan about the match. So look, the misses, 17 misses for Dell. So he started very, very slow.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, at the beginning he was missing twice per rack. It was very, very bad. And then at the end, looked like it was over, ran 40, boom. So, Dell managed to, with this last 40 balls run, he managed to pump up his offensive play index to a respectable 721. He has a run of 40 at the end. That's the high run of the match. Safety success. We had a couple of safeties. Lou did better than Dell. 7 on 8 for Lou. 5 on 9 for Dell. If one thing is amazing in this match is the speed at which Dell shoots. Hey Sean, Dell shoots faster than you. I saw you one time at 13. My pleasure, Lou.
Thanks for having me on. Yeah, appreciate it. I love it. Awesome.
I think one time I saw you at 14 seconds or 13 seconds, Sean, but Dell has 10 seconds now, so he's the machine gun of the league, not you, my friend. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's it, guys. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed.
Good matchups along the season.
Say?
Tell them we have good matchups along the season.
Yeah, we're gonna do this again this season. I don't know how many times, but most probably next week. Sean is with me. What are we trying to do, Sean? Are we trying to put the best players on the stream, or we're trying to get the
Nice matches, good
yeah,
matchups.
yeah? So we're trying to put the best players that we have. Like if we have 2 pro players, we try to put them.
Myself, Tony Rose, Doug Sims,
Yeah. Well, we have 6 open pro level players in the league this season, so it's not going to be rare that 2 pro player plays together. So this is going to have priority. This is what we're trying to show you. All right. Yeah. Again, thanks for watching, and tune in again next Monday. Most probably, we're gonna have another match. And yeah.